Okay, I think we are live now. So everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be continuing testing out some Windows games on a Mac on this M5 Mac before I eventually give this one up. So it's a continuation of basically the kind of testing I was doing yesterday, basically using Crossover to run some of the latest Windows games that have come out. So I'll be taking requests today as well. I'll probably stream twice today because I'm kind of taking a lunch break. And then I'll do some this afternoon. So I did a whole bunch yesterday: Peak, Outer Worlds 2, Europa Universalis 5, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Dispatch, Once Upon a Katamari, Clover Pit, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Little Nightmares 3. So that's 9 games that I covered in my 2-hour 40 stream yesterday. And today we're going to do a few more. So trying to get my parallels working correctly. And so this is the virtual machine software. So we're just going to give this a little go because I want to play this fan game, which is Plants vs. Zombies Fusion, and this is basically a Unity remake of Plants vs. Zombies, made by like this Chinese developer, and it's been translated. Let me just grab the information. So it's like PVZ. Let me see, PVZ Fusion translation, right? If you find this information, then you'll find the GitHub for this. So there's Tailu. I've tried running this with Crossover, but I can't get the English translation to work. So this multi-platform release on this GitHub page, if you just go ahead and download this through Crossover, so through Parallels, sorry. And the way to get this to work is you just download this. Let me just get my Parallels up. Okay, yes, I've got. Let me just do this from scratch. Be interesting. Yeah, okay, let's delete that. And then let's delete this. So just do it from scratch. Okay, whatever. So yeah, download this from this GitHub page here. It's got this entire zip file we're going to save. And then we're going to go into our, let me just full screen this. Then we're going to go into our downloads folder. Ugh, I'm having this issue at the moment with Parallels. I do have a genuine license, but it's not working correctly. So, okay, I'm going to close this. I'm getting it fixed later by Parallels. Okay, giving up on Parallels for a moment. What I'm going to do is continue on my Windows game testing on Crossover. So let's do this. Good morning, Soham Kaur. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Could I try running Max Payne 3? Is that a DirectX 11 game? I need to think about it. Hello, Pi Studios. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Let me just check. Max Payne 3 Steam. Let me just check on PC Gamer Wiki which. Because I remember running it through Parallels quite successfully before. Let me see. What's the graphics API on this? This is Rage Engine, and it's 32-bit with DirectX 9 and 11. So it's 32-bit DirectX 11. Does that work through Crossover? I remember it works through. Apparently, 32-bit games work better through the latest previews. So I'm using the latest preview of Crossover, and apparently it works better. So if I just look at this, this is the November 6th version of Crossover. So what we'll do is we'll just give this a go. Maybe we'll try Max Payne 3, or maybe I'll try New Vegas as well. Yeah, I'll give Max Payne 3 a go, but then I'm going to run through my big list of games. So I want to try a couple of games which were quite recent. I think Max Payne 3 is going to run better on Parallels, because I remember testing it before on Parallels. But yeah, I want to do some more recent games. Ninja Gaiden 4, Void Train, RaCoin, My Little Puppy, RV There Yet. So some requests that I've got, and then also just running these two. I want to try New Vegas too, because somebody wrote in the subreddit that New Vegas is running better as well. So we'll give that a go later. But I picked up a bunch of stuff which I unfortunately intend to return at some point. So Void Train, My Little Puppy, RV There Yet, Ninja Gaiden 4, RaCoin, and also this MMO called IdleOn, this multiplayer, like, oh yeah, Octopath Zero. That's a recent one with the demos just come out. Yeah, I forgot I was going to do that. Apparently it works. 0. Okay, good. Okay, will you try Marvel Rivals? Not today. Hope your day's going well. Really chance to be able to try World of Warships via Parallels. Isn't World of Warships have a macOS version? I've tried macOS. I've tried Marvel Rivals before, so I'm pretty sure it's going to work. For gaming, I honestly find that Parallels highly inconvenient. It needs way too much storage for what are usually smaller games. Yeah, you have to install the entire Windows operating system and all the updates and stuff. So, yeah, it's not the best way. But if you happen to have a Parallels license already, it's 50% off sale right now. You could use it to run quite a lot of DirectX 11 titles. So I've asked this to run through D3D Metal, but I'm not sure if that's going to work for a 32-bit game, because the 32-bit version of DirectX 9 or DirectX 11 is different. Let me just check. Max Payne 3 run in DX11 mode. Can you do that? I can choose DX11 in the target field. There's a full screening this help. Did I do anything? Steam Overlay currently doesn't really work in crossover if you're using D3D Metal. Let me just see what's going on here. If you're using a different graphics API, then it might work. So I see Max Payne here is trying to load up something, but it's not. Maybe I'll try running it in DirectX 11 mode. I was also trying to run this social club as well. So it's installed the social club. Let's see. I don't have much hope for getting Max Payne 3. So Crossover's in this kind of weird situation where it kind of works better on slightly newer games than it does on older games. Can I run it in DirectX 11 mode? Do I have to launch Rockstar first? Because sometimes we could install the crosstie straight into the bottle. That might work better, like it does with GTA 5. I think it probably wants me to log into my account. Do you know if games that have easy entity work on Parallels? Because I know they don't work on crossover. The only games that anti-cheat games that work are some Battle Eye games that are DirectX 11 only. So Parallels doesn't support DirectX 12, and you have to use the Windows 11 ARM Canary version. So you have to be part of that Windows 11 ARM Canary update. And then you could get some Battle Eye games to work. But then they perform very badly because the DirectX 11 layer isn't very good on Parallels. Rockstar Games launcher makes everything worse. Yes, agreed. I think I might have to run this through. What I might do is I might try this later because I've got a different wine bottle just for crossover. Yeah, I don't think this just for GTA 5. So I could try this bottle. I'll try this one a little bit later. If you did super chat me, then I would actually spend a bit more time. I just want to test out New Vegas as well, because somebody said that it was better now. Is the ending of Rosetta going to affect crossover in the future as Apple plans to drop out Rosetta support? Well, in the announcement that Rosetta was being deprecated, Apple did say that it's going to continue working for select applications and game porting toolkits. So I don't see that going necessarily in the way that you might think it is. It might be something that you have to install separately, or I don't really know. I don't really understand the reason why you want to remove Rosetta support, because there's still a lot of applications which which are Intel based. So it's a bit confusing. So Ultra 1080p. Okay. Let's not do HDR. Let's turn off vertical sync. But these Bethesda games only run at 60 frames per second anyway. You know what? Let's not play at ultra. Let's just go high. And then let's just give this a go, because let's see if this is any better than it used to be. I'm just going to get a drink while I've got those up. Okay, so this is loaded up. So we can get our overlay up now. And compared to before, we have a better overlay than we used to have. Where's the overlay? Performance monitor. Top right. Let's do like the full shebang. Where's that monitor graph? I can't see it. GPTK needs Rosetta to work at all, so they can't exactly deprecate it. Exactly. How will developers be able to evaluate how much work needs to be ported in their games if Rosetta no longer works as of the next version of macOS that gets released? It's also means to push Apple Silicon native adoption, yes. I don't think it's going to be like a hard ask, like a hard gate. It'll be some kind of workaround to get this working. Okay, this is better than before. Pressing escape took a bit of time. Let me see. Let me just get my inverty options on. This feels better than before. I can't see my frame rate counter though. When I tab and stuff, it takes a long time. Why can't I see the frame rate? I can't see my overlay. So in the top right-hand corner, there's a little black box, which is very small, and does not tell me what the actual frame rate is. Yeah, the bottom left, I can't see. Can't see it. Show performance monitor. There's no options here. Oh, scaling. I can make it bigger, but it's not giving me a number. It's just a little black square. Well, it feels like it's a maximum frame rate at high settings, so I can't really say much about that. I'll just turn on music so I don't get copyright striked. Yeah, when I press tab, right, the whole screen kind of freezes for a second there. Let me just turn down the sound. I don't want to. There's a lot of copyrighted music in this. Okay, good. I can still hear it. Radio. Oh yeah, radio. Okay. So whoever said that Vegas runs better on crossover is correct. This is like way better than it used to be.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
Okay, let me just check my inventory. There's a big lag when I go into the menu. Because when I do this, so I press tab, right? It kind of, that's like a 5 6, 7, 8. How many seconds lag is that? Or is it just crash now? Oh, that felt long. Ooh, hard crash. Okay, stick to parallels. Okay, but that has run a lot better than it used to. Okay, so let's do the what my intended plan of action was today. So just cover these new games which I just bought and intend to refund. So let's do Octopath 0, the prologue demo. So the Octopath 1 and 2 work well with the latest crossover. So I'm assuming that this is going to work. I saw a Mac Gaming post on it recently. Yeah, if you want to play Half-Life 2 on a Mac, then there's that source leak, which you can download. There's various tutorials on it. I almost finished doing the tutorial. I recorded everything. I forgot to edit it because the other stuff happened. But you can get like basically a native source port. Wait, why can't I interact with this? Yeah, instructions on Apple Gaming Wiki. I forgot. That's a website too. Seen the picture of Arc Raiders. Do you know if it runs on the Mac? No, it won't run on the Mac. I haven't even looked it up or tried because it's got anti-cheat in it, so it's not going to work. Yeah, Astral Thunder. Have you heard about the Steam Machine news? I'm very excited about the Steam Machine stuff because there's some really interesting stuff going on in that space. I love the Steam Deck. I'm really looking forward to a really well supported Steam controller. I really like the idea of the new VR headset, which looks lighter and more PC friendly than the Meta Quest 3, which I also own. I'm very, very excited about it. I'm very excited about the fact that Steam is getting proper ARM support on Android devices. So it's going to have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 that's going to run some local games. So mostly it's going to rely on PC streaming, which is great. I love it. But the prospects of being able to install Steam games natively on Android is really exciting. Okay, so I know none of that applies to Mac gaming specifically, but it's interesting that Steam is, they Steam have added support for ARM-based native version of Steam client, and they've also putting a lot of this work in Fex, which allows x86 games to run on ARM chips, which is also going to be useful for the Asahi Linux side of gaming. So there's a lot of spillover development that could impact what it means to game on a Mac. But yeah, overall, generally, the idea of a Steam machine and the Mac, the Steam machine and the Steam frame, those are both very exciting ideas. I already own a Steam machine type thing. I have an ARM-based chip based on, there wasn't a loading screen. I thought it was loading. Just skip past this. I already have a high-end desktop PC running Bazite, which is similar to SteamOS. So it'd be interesting if I could install that, a proper version of Steam. Rather than using Bazite, but okay. What do I do here? Select an option. My favorite dish. Okay. It's really weird that this uses WASD keys. D3D Metal is a dev utility for testing native ports, not for production gaming. Crossover risk building an unsupported foundation. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's worked so far. It doesn't make sense to just give up on Mac gaming, Windows gaming on a Mac for crossover, because like there's so much like a lot of the work, a lot of the innovation that's happened in the last 2 years is basically because of Game Porting Toolkit, which is Apple's intervention rather than Codeweavers. So it's really Apple that's developing on an unstable foundation of their own making. I think the Steam console will be huge because there's both PS and Xbox games and also a huge number of people. Yeah, I mean, that's very exciting. It's just very exciting having a box that's ready to buy that will just work on your living room. Hi, Netvo TV. Thanks for congratulations. I don't intend to sell merch. Only if somebody can help me come up with like a really good idea for merch, then I might consider it. But I don't have a good idea for what I could sell as merch. Yo, what's up? Do you think the new Steam Machine pushes for anti-cheat games to become more common on Linux? Yeah, I mean, if Linux gaming, Steam OS gaming becomes more popular, then as the market share grows, then people will probably pay more attention to it. But it's not going to stop these platform wars necessarily. I don't see Fortnite coming to Steam OS. I don't see a lot of things coming. I don't think things change that much because Steam Deck has already sold millions. And do you think the Steam Machine will sell more than the Steam Deck? I'm not sure.
But I wonder if they are truly doing all this work out of, and not because those poor.
Okay, so this is Octopath Traveler 0. So this is like meant to be a port of the mobile game with all of the microtransactions removed or something like that. So we've had issues running the previous games, which I'm assuming are on the same engine. It's Unreal Engine 5, right?
Here, I made some of your favorite.
Ham. Capital letters.
You can't fight them.
I don't think Steam Machine will affect the Mac gaming that much, just because there are some spillovers, right? So, for example, the work that Valve do on the FX and ARM side might benefit Asahi Linux, but really the problem is not necessarily the x86 to ARM translation layers. It's more like the fact that we have issues with Metal, as Metal as a closed proprietary graphics API. Okay, let's just check the settings. It's annoying that you can't really use the mouse. Is there an options menu? Okay, so there's a this is high. Okay, hello Noor Mohammed. Thank you very much for joining the stream today. Okay, how do I get out of this? Move cursor with mouse. Yeah, why is this not by default? How do I get out of this menu? How do I get out of this? I have to press the backspace key to do that. Okay, we're still not capped out at 160 frames per second, so. VSync is disabled. Maybe it's on borderless, that's why. Yeah, 120 frames per second. Cap. UI texture resolution doesn't need to be that high. Let's put it on high preset and then see what happens. Backspace, backspace. Okay, let's do a little bit of combat and then see how this goes. Yeah, Steam Machine 2 doesn't have anything directly to do with Mac gaming, but it's...
Excuse me.
But there are some kind of tertiary... There are some tertiary benefits to it. I guess the more that people get used to non-native gaming, so for example, gaming through translation layers, the more likely it is that games will work on Wine on Steam as well. So just as an example, the fact that Marvel Rivals works on a Steam Deck has probably enabled the ability for us to run that same game through crossover. Is this the game? No, this is Octopath Traveler. I can save my game here. Okay. Yeah, so if you know, I think people will still be making Windows versions of all their games, right? But they're going to be looking at the Steam Machine and the Steam Deck, and they'll check whether that game will just run out of the box, whether it's going to be compatible, and then that raises the chance that they'll check whether this will run through crossover.
It's our turn. Crush 'em.
Okay, this is cool.
Our turn.
By JRPG. So the screenshots I've seen of this game, there's like, you can have like dozens of characters at once, instead of just like 4 or 5, it's just standard JRPG.
Now you're a full-fledged member of the Watch.
That's that.
Okay.
A good effort.
Okay, good. How powerful is M5 compared to M1 Pro in terms of gaming, do you think? It's very similar.
That is the way of the Watch.
Like if you said get M1 Pro or M1 or the M5, I'd choose M5. More graphical features like ray tracing calls, similar graphical heft as well.
The Watch must
Is it worth upgrading from M4 to M5 for gaming? No. Yes, you will get like about a 50% increase in performance, gaming performance, 20, 50, maybe 100%, depends on the game. But
start off by visiting the
personally, I wouldn't. I would much rather consider upgrading to the M5 Pro or M5 Max when that comes out, probably in January. How long will ARM stay before a processor switch type? I think it'll ever change, because ARM is not just a type of CPU. It's obviously the most efficient type of that the world is moving towards. But it's also the fact that Apple control the entire chip design and manufacturing process, so they're in control. So that's never going to change. So not for the next like 10, 20 years. Yeah, Starfield works. I tested it on my stream a few days ago, like a week ago. Starfield works. Forza Horizon doesn't work because it requires like a Microsoft login.
If there's anything else, I don't think I'm sure it's going to be incredible.
Okay.
By the way, I saw something strange in the... There were some soldiers in red.
Theoretically, if you use a special version of Forza 5 that bypasses Microsoft login, would that work? I already tried that. I already tried the DRM-free version of Forza 5 and I couldn't get it to work, so...
Make this quick. I'll show you what I can do. I'll cut you down to size.
Damn. It's our turn.
Here goes nothing. I've got you.
I just can't think of any CPU platform which...
Our turn.
I mean, it's impossible to really tell, but I can't see this... it's like saying, is the iPhone going to switch from an ARM chip to something else? Like, it's just... This like cutting-edge mobile tech is just not going to change. It's not going to happen. It's already worked so well for Apple. They've got so much, like, power. That was the skepticism, right? Is it possible to squeeze this much power out of ARM? And, like, you can, and it's kind of incredible that it's possible. Okay, this Octopath is done. I'll just pair up my DualSense controller. Let me just check this is working. Okay, good. Okay, let's get okay, let's do the other thing, which is, so I've got that working. Let's try out the other games. Ninja Gaiden 4 just came out. Try Fallout 4 Anniversary. I don't see the point in upgrading to Fallout 4 Anniversary, but I guess I'll have to do it at some point. What's going on here? I'm sure I saw someone get Ninja Gaiden 4 working. No, I'm not working. VP9 codec. If it's a video format, the more compressed versions. Okay, so VP9, it's like it's a video codec issue. Okay, so we can't get that to run. Fine, that's fine by me. Okay, let's do, someone requested RV there yet, so it's an RV type game, which is, I'm not sure what that is exactly, but give this a go. Yeah, maybe it's DirectX 12. People talk about Risk V, but it's always a few generations behind. When I run the games through crossover, connecting to a TV through HDMI with audio results in a lot of audio distortion in some games, no audio in Spider-Man and stuff. Try changing your MIDI audio output kilohertz thing. So you get a MIDI audio and then go to your output. You can tweak the formatting of that. So for me, it's like this, the audio goes through my capture card here and you can tweak the hertz range, and that's like a thing which people have found works. Okay, install them. 100. Are we there yet? Seems like a lot of fun. Good. Welcome to the stream, Docky. Thanks for coming. Okay, so you have to click yes to that pop up. Yeah, that's a known but sadly neglected bug and crossover with multi-channel audio. Yeah. The anniversary upgrade is free. You get some creating stuff, but the game for the most part is busted. Okay, maybe I'll test that out at some point. I thought it was a paid update. Finally checked out Heroic on Sequoia on my M3 MacBook Pro. I'm kind of impressed. Yeah, Heroic's a good piece of software. You can use Heroic on its own. So it's basically a replacement for Whiskey. It's free. And it has a wine engine and it does stuff with GOG and Epic that crossover does in a different way. Okay, let's see, graphics. Overall quality ultra, lumen. Is that ray tracing? Okay, ultra. Let's see how this runs in ultra. Does this have like a FPS limit is 120? Should be fine. Let's try playing. I remember when Oblivion Remastered launched, the performance on Mac was abysmal. Has that improved at all? FPS in outdoor regions was single digit on base chips. I tried it on my M3 Max and it seemed fine. Why am I so small? Okay, maybe I won't run this in ultra. Maybe we just put it on high, which is good. Maybe we'll put it on medium. Let's try and aim for 60 at least. Oh, so it has a resolution scale here. You can see the scaling input from FLFX using the DLSS option, I think. And then I also want to invert my thing. No, that didn't save. 10 head bob off because that's very annoying to watch. Okay. Hello, I have an M4 Pro with 24 gigabytes of RAM. Yes, M4 Pros are pretty good. You can watch some of my videos about M4 Pro. They're good computers, I think. Ooh. I'm not sure the controller's working that well with this. Seriously, you have to use the clutch. How do you drive? Toggle park. Yeah, reverse. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat. Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Okay, let's try that. So, Inazuma 11 Victory Road by Alexander Alexic. Okay, I'll put it on the list and we'll do that next once I figure out how to drive this bad boy. Why is Fortnite on iPad? Pretty sure. Yeah, if you have access to the Epic Game Store app in a region like I think EU, then you can play Fortnite there. How the hell do I move? So I know how to drive. Toggle engine. Oh, oh, that works. What did I just do? Okay, I want to put the clutch into first gear. Oh, I'm driving. Then put it into second gear. Psst. What, did I just destroy my car? Okay, let's go into reverse. I think I just took the roof off my car off. Okay, back into first gear. I haven't driven manual for ages. I think my RV health has gone down a lot. There's also a bug with wired Xbox 360 controls where the Y-axis on both sticks is inverted in crossover games and Google Chrome. You can also just, if you in the controller settings, you can in Tahoe, you can just invert the sticks anyway from there, from the controller. I'm going quite slowly here because we need to go into second gear. I'm just a little bit scared to install crossover. Well, the good thing about crossover is that you have a 2-week free trial, so you can just try it out. It's almost no risk. Detour. Okay, so I have to put my gear into reverse. Oh god, I've never first gear. Can I cross this? Yeah, that's what free trial's for. Cyber Monday is just around the corner, so. I think the health of my RV has really gone deteriorated. I don't have a roof anymore. If it was truly in first gear, then it will just keep going even if I stopped. Okay, I'm not a good keyboard driver. Okay, good. RV, what the RV is working. So that's my test of that. I've tried many times, it doesn't work. Inverting does nothing at all. Okay. I would use just buy a decent controller, okay? Get like a DualSense. That's my recommendation most. So what are we doing? Inazuma. I think I saw something about this. What is this? It's a football game. Anime football game. So it comes out in 4 hours, but I can do an advanced purchase now. Let me just check this. Inazuma Victory Road, advanced purchase. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm just going to sort out my Steam. Is that music coming from? Oh no, it's coming from here. Let's see. So. Okay, so I'm going to make a purchase of this. Let me just check. So what I'm going to do is make a purchase of Inazuma 11. So what I'm going to do is just sort this out because I need to make a purchase of this. Just bear with me. God, it's expensive. Why is it £66 to buy? Yeah, so the workaround is to create a multi-out virtual device. So you can do that. I'm using a virtual out device at the moment. So if you just go to the MIDI settings, you can create an aggregate device, or sorry, a multi-output device. So I'm using my one at the moment, and that outputs to the capture card, which just allows you to hear the stuff through the stream, and then also goes through my MacBook speakers, so I don't have to wear headphones. I can hear the game being played. Okay. Okay, so Inazuma, does this have any kind of anti-cheats or anything? Because most like sports games have some form of anti-cheat applied to them. Let me just check. SteamDB will tell us. Advanced access. Oh wow, there's a lot of people playing this game now for a game that is advanced access. Okay, I'm just getting my credits sorted out. Okay, so we're gonna try this out. It seems like a popular title, so I'm always appreciative of people super chatting me. So we're gonna buy the advanced access, which comes out. The actual game comes out in four hours. Comes out today. Okay, so let's see my. Okay, I've got my advanced Inazuma, and a 60. Oh my god, that's a big game. 67 gigs. Okay, let's give this a go. I'm using a UA Apollo interface and it bugs me a lot. My workaround is to create a multi-out virtual device. I think that's the simplest way. You change the frequency, you change the hertz. That's probably the thing that helps the most. Thoughts on Cyberpunk? Yeah, I do like Cyberpunk. I've kind of fallen off it as a game recently. I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics at the moment. The Evilist Chronicles. Okay. So I'm just going to let this run for a bit. I'm just going to have a quick bio break. Okay, Inazuma is downloading. Oh, Kieran, thank you very much. I'm not a fan of football nor Inazuma 11, but the game just looks like an awesome RPG. Is it an RPG? What? Oh, it has anti-cheat. Unlikely to work then, unless there's some kind of... Does it? Inazuma 11 Proton DB. One year ago. EAC, easy anti-cheat. Easy anti-cheat, epic services. So unfortunately unlikely to work, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so I've done Octopath, Ninja Gaiden 4. So we've also got Void Train, RaCoin, My Little Puppy. Oh, we've done RV there yet as well. Void Train, RaCoin, My Little Puppy. All banging Steam games, I guess. Let me see the charts. Anything else that's big that's come out recently? Let's see the... Where's the front page has the trending games or popular releases, new releases. Oh yeah, IdleOn. Let's try that. I tested RV there yet already. Yeah, I just did it. So just scroll back a bit in the stream and you'll see it. What else we've got that's interesting? I've already done that one. That's supposed to get a Mac release soon, so I'll skip that. I read that Redux saying that Anno's 117 is not going to work. Mimesis. That's quite new. Whiskerwood. I already did Dispatch yesterday. I tried to get Last Caretaker to work, couldn't get it to work. Escape from Tarkov. It's rumored to have a Mac release, but it doesn't. No announcement. Yeah, My Little Puppy. Going to try that today, whatever that's about. Void Train looks fun. Rue Valley. Not many people playing this game, so could try Rue Valley. Let's see, Rue Valley. Rue. Alcahest. Light No Fire. What's this about? Oh, it's a new Hella Games game. Probably made in Vulkan again. Probably needs a full Mac port for that to work. What else we've got that's new? Loafing Town, that's like a desktop idle game. Aska. It's a lot of people playing this game, considering that there's no one, it's not been actually released yet. So maybe when it actually gets released, it's going to... Okay. So there was a demo of this. Let's look at it. Inazuma 11 Mac. Well, it's faulty on EAC, probably because they built an EAC exception. Will they toggle EAC to work on Mac? Very unlikely. So the Steam Deck verified. That makes it possible for it to work on Mac, but unlikely. Well, this question, will it work on Mac OS 2? Has anyone tried it? It works just fine on my MacBook Air. Okay. Using a Steam bottle. Okay, that's good news. Okay, so high hopes that this is actually going to work. I think it might work actually, because if someone says it works, then it just becomes more and more likely. Okay, so we're at 93%. So yes, I am the creator of Apple Gaming Wiki, but I'm also PC Gaming Wiki as well. But it's Apple Gaming Wiki has not performed as well as I wanted to compared to PC Gaming Wiki. I don't have enough like really good contributors. Everyone wants to help me moderate or work on Apple Gaming Wiki more, then I'm open to ideas. But I'm more focused on video content creation at the moment rather than anything else. Okay, got my DualSense controller attached. Apparently, even though this uses easy anti-cheat, it's going to work, so let's go. So I don't have any bright ideas on how to get past this because this Mac gaming subreddit saying that it does work. Works fine through a Steam bottle. I am using a Steam bottle. Failed to launch the anti-cheat module. Does anyone have any bright ideas? We'll just kind of throw everything at this, see if it works. Game Bootstrapper. Okay, easy anti-cheat game. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. Somebody says they got it working. Let me just check the Discord. Yeah, nothing in the Discord. Okay, I'm going to be streaming for the next chunk of time. So if anyone figures out a solution to this, I suspect it can't be fixed, right? Then let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue on with my testing. So sorry, Alexander, Alexic. Unfortunately, can't get that working. But let's try something else. Let me see. Puppy. My little puppy. Called Korean indie game. Okay, let's look at the settings. Thank you for so much for trying. Yeah, it looked promising because like someone said it did work. I'm here for the next like hour or so. So if you find anything online which might be a solution, then please let me know. Oh, I'm like a little corgi. It's so cute. An option here to uncap the frame rate. So 60 is what we get. Oh, so cute. We're in dog heaven. Oh, this is so cute. I think my daughter will love this game. You play as a corgi. I read that this is like about, I think that's when I researched this, it's about a 3-hour long game, something like that. It'd be quite nice to have a doggy. Reminds me a bit of, it's the fantasy of like Stray, right? You play as a dog or play as a cat, but it's all people really want, just run around as a dog. It's like John Wick. Is that his dog that died, right? It's Keanu Reeves. It's like a little beagle that died. I also have to go and collect all of the guys and take them to heaven. Oh, they're looking for the little toy. Is that like a Pomeranian, right? Oh, looking for the little dog toy. So I've got to find the dog toy. Digging in the cloud. Oh, we found him. This is so cute. I think I'll have to show my daughter this game. Maybe this is a keeper. Oh, too busy. I think I have to try and catch this person. These poor doggies. I have to let my daughter play this because she loves dogs. She loves corgis and Labradors, and that's a Shiba. What is that on the left? Okay, cool. And now I know what this game is about. That's working. What else is on the list? The list of Void Train, RaCoin and IdleOn. Yeah, let's do Void Train. A bit more graphically intensive. I saw a video of this working on a Mac, so I'm optimistic about this. Okay, Unreal Engine game. Probably Unreal Engine 4, because normally Unreal Engine 5 gives error messages. The other dog is maybe Pomeranian. Sound about right. Oh, we've got DLSS. VSync off. Oh, we've got DirectX 11 or 12.
Sometimes the spirit of adventure beckons so much it's pointless to resist it. Some people find enough
Skip.
courage to get on a train and head off into space. In that strange hut, there was nothing. No people, no walls, only darkness.
Sometimes games work like better in DirectX 12 mode versus 11. I know like games like World of Warcraft worked better before. E and then sprint. Yeah, Borderlands 4 is not common to Mac, but you can play Borderlands 4 through crossover, and I've tested the multiplayer. It does work. It works on the base M5 chip, so it's not the best. It's not the worst. Sorry. Okay, we've got epic graphics settings, DLSS set to quality mode. It's saying no FPS limit. Can we do native? Because it seems to be like native is still giving us like 50 FPS. I think what I'll do is set to quality. It's like an epic graphics preset, so everything's on epic. And then DLSS, so there's Metal FX running over DLSS. We'll just put this in quality mode and we can hit that 60 FPS cap. Oh no, it's not capped, it's like 60 or 70. Good. So it's a very dark room, this. Find a key or something. Is the performance good on M4? M4s are decent. If you combine M5, if you're looking for a base model, then M5 is pretty good. But personally, I wait until MacBook Air M5 comes out. Or go for something beefier. I already think that the MacBook Pro at this level is not particularly inspiring in terms of performance. It's just too expensive. 60% more expensive than a MacBook Air. Have I already tried Final Fantasy XIV on the M5? No, I have not tried it before.
I'm afraid there's nothing left to fix with a hammer. Any other ideas?
Is M4 performance, is Borderlands 4 performance on M4 good? Not that good. Playable at the very lowest settings if you really compromise on the graphics settings.
And so, my glorious hero, having passed all the hardships of his watch, finally obtains a light in order to notice something strange on the table.
It's blueprint. What's happening? I'm being sucked into something. Entering the Void. So I think this is meant to be like a cooperative online game, right?
Oh, you're finally awake? A typical day on watch, huh?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14, I'd expect it to run pretty well. You can also try DXMT as well. Maybe you could try this game with DXMT. Maybe it'll run better. It's crazy that all these new Windows games are working on a Mac.
Well, this might come in handy.
What do you have to do here? What are the controls here? Aim, fire, reload. Interact E is interact F. Yeah, I tried Kingdom Come Deliverance yesterday, so if you check out yesterday's stream, that's all working. So let me just pick up the diary. Where's the diary? Just like swimming through the air. Oh, the diary's there. Okay, got journal. And this is
Of course, such an inventive mind wouldn't have any trouble figuring out the mechanism of a simple trolley.
so these are my active quests. Take the trolley off the brake.
Well, pretty much. Try pulling the other.
Try pulling the other lever. Okay, so we're going.
All right now, just slowly.
So can I jump off still? I can just, I'm tethered to this thing. Make this go faster. It's a mini game.
Is the author some kind of scientist? Inventor? I hope he's not too upset that we stole his treasure.
It's a very annoying mini game. So why are we capped at 60 frames per second? Let me just check here. So, epic graphic settings, no limit on the FPS. It's in full screen mode. Let's try it without scaling on. So this is native resolution, getting about 40, 50 FPS. I think testing all this game, do you know if Diablo 2 Resurrection should work fine? I know based on my tests with the M4. Let's skip to DLSS quality mode. A nice solid 60 with quality mode at 1080p. I mean, if Diablo 4 can run, then I'm pretty sure that Diablo 2 Resurrected will run too. Will there be an M5 Mac Mini, or will they skip it like the M3? I think it's very likely that there'll be that the M5 generation will propagate to all of the Mac Apple devices. This is not Myst. This is a game called Void Train, and I'm not 100% sure what the point of this game is. You have to collect resources, like pick up this thing, whatever this is. Ouch. Okay, let's see. So there's like loot and stuff. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Find a game. Can I play it online? It's all password protected. What does that say? Can't run any of these games. Oh, here we are. Unlocked games. So let's just check if we can actually play online. Let's try this guy. So definitely a lot laggier in this area, but still in quality mode. Where are the other players? Weapon. That just boot me out. Yeah, I just got booted out of that game, but it does work. I think someone must have manually kicked me. Okay, Void Train working. What was that? And we also have, I was going to try us on RaCoin, Coin Pusher demo. And then maybe I will do a couple of bigger titles. So there's a few of these like gambling type roguelikes I've been seeing. Like the slot machine one. I've got tickets, coin value. I love these these arcade gambling games. Congratulations, you hit the target. Let's end this round. I've only got 4 coins left. So I have to enter the shop. I can buy special coins. Copper coins may change to silver coins. Now insert copper coins to look for silver coins. A silver coin to a lucky day. Literally should be in the meeting of us all live stream. I have to jump on and say thank you. Thank you very much, Joshua Rossley. Luckily, this is my work, so I don't really mind. This has been not being so productive. I've run out of copper coins. Time to exchange for some more. You can see how many coins you have earned from exchange with the ticket. That should be. Just tap on your last. Alright, start pushing coins to clear the round. Don't I have to push the special coins off first? Buy out all the specials. Buy chips. What does this do? Perfect, all of the cleared. This seems like too complicated for a simple coin pusher game. What's happening? Okay, maybe not. This maybe not my kind of thing, but RaCoin is working. Okay, RaCoin, Windows only indie game. Why it doesn't have a Mac version, I don't know, but it could do. It's probably made in Unity or something. Okay, let's see, RaCoin, and we've got IdleOn. What's this about? Thank you, Joshua, for the congratulations on the 100K. I'm very excited. I've sent off my order for the silver play button, which hopefully I'll get in the next couple of weeks. So this is some kind of like new idle game. Why is it taking so long to load for a 2D game? Who's playing these games? What on earth is this? Okay, I'm not covering this. This is crap. It's total crap. Okay, let's try something a bit more exciting now. So I kind of covered the big games that I wanted to. Let's kind of see what is new here. So let me see. Sort by date added to library. It's just new stuff that I've added recently, or maybe releases, new releases. Okay, done that. Reanimal demo. Could try that. Yeah, I need to refilm my Little Nightmares 3 footage because I didn't get very far in that game before I just kind of gave up. Yeah, let's do that. Little Nightmares 3, because that does work. Just need to try again. Yeah, so you're glad you got the 24 gigabyte RAM. I mean, there's no harm in future-proofing your Mac. It does cost $200 extra though, so just be aware that it might not be the best investment. But I'm back to use the bathroom. Okay, Little Nightmares 3. If I recall correctly, it just took a little bit of time to boot up when I tested this yesterday. Have I tried reubing? Yeah, I have tried. Yeah, I will do an emulation video very soon. So this is the Little Nightmares 3 demo. It's like a trial, I suppose. Let's just do this again. So full screen, low quality, medium. Does it work well? How easy is it to set up? Medium easy. You need the firmware and you need the keys. So it's not the most straightforward thing to set up in the world, but it's not the hardest either. It's basically the same as my other tutorials, except you have to download from the Rubying website instead. Yeah, this seems to be working well. Fans are a bit high at the moment, mostly because we've gone uncapped frame rate. It's a little bit loud. I think once I get a bit more time, maybe tomorrow, I'll do a full M5 Mac emulation video. Just all of the retro goodness emulators, which I do for every generation. So I did it for the M4 MacBook Air, and I did it for the M5 base chip, the Mac Mini as well. It's a good emulation machine. Okay, so this is Little Nightmares 3. This is like medium graphics setting. I think I could probably punch this up even higher. '71 resolution scaling. I think that's. Okay, so that's high quality with metal effects at quality mode. Set to like 71% resolution scale. That's high with 71%. Okay, so the throw at the bottom. Is it heating up more than usual? It's hot. Nearly 100 degrees. That just means that active cooling is working. If we cap the frame rate and load the settings, it would work better. It's working very well at high, yeah. New Windows games, doesn't matter if they're not ported to macOS, still working pretty well. Got arrows. Okay, so use the R2 to grab this. Like tiny miniature people. Did you take a look at the Steam machine which they announced? Yes, it looks very promising. I'm very excited about the new VR headset, which looks like it's going to be lighter than the Meta Quest 3, which I use, and have much better wireless streaming, inside-out tracking, way better than the Index. And I'm very excited about the prospect of a Steam machine. So I already have my own Steam machine, which I created using a high-end PC, so it's never going to beat that. But the fact that the Steam machine exists in its current form, using Proton, is very promising. Would you mind making a video on it? I don't intend to because it's not really that much to do with Mac gaming. I can move this if I pull. Two of us pull together. Steam machine will be $500, same price as a PS5. But, you know, Steam games are way cheaper than PlayStation games, and you can just use your entire Steam library. I mean, it's been the case that there's a lot of people who would buy a console in order to play in their living room. And when I built my kind of Steam Bazite machine, I struggled a little bit to get, you know, a controller first configuration working well. Yeah, you could use that as a PC, kind of defeats the point though. Okay, Little Nightmare 3 working well. Better footage than I had last time. Reanimal is a similar kind of deal. Okay, let's do something a bit more exciting. Let's do Horizon. Okay, let's see how well this can run Horizon Forbidden West. So this is basically a game. Oh, this can use DLSS, dynamic off. And then we'll put this up. Yeah, let's try medium. Maybe a couple of other Sony games. I don't think it's going to be $500, but I want to put it past Steam in order to try and get more adoption of Steam OS type games, because it's Steam Deck is it's probably not profitable given how much hardware is in there. But they might try to like loss lead, so try to play the game of like selling the console cheaper in order to get people to buy more Steam games. So loading this game used to require a load of fixes from Vladimir Prog, but I think it's been fixed in the latest version of what's happened here? Is it crashed? Don't know why that's not working. Let me try this again. Maybe I won't use DLSS. I'll just use FSR and quality mode. Let's try that. Yeah, that worked for me. Buying my Steam Deck has led me to spend over $1,000 on the Steam store. Yeah, I mean, it's like a Trojan horse, right? You want to make sure that the hardware is cheap so that people buy the game. People buy the hardware, and then once they bought the hardware, they're locked in. They're locked into into the ecosystem. Right? A lot of this gaming stuff that I do is all about gaming ecosystems and trying to like pierce the get this Steam ecosystem working on the closed proprietary Apple ecosystem. And it works with various degrees of success. So Horizon Forbidden West, I'm not sure why I can't load this right now. I should try Zero Dawn Remastered, or maybe Spider-Man. Let's give this a go. This should work fine. I've tested this game before several times. Spider-Man 2 is still not working. This, I suspect, will use a lot of memory though. A lot of the Nixies ports are good. Apple needs a Nixies type porting house to come in. Is Luna still a thing? I thought Luna was going to shut down soon. It is easy to use services like GeForce Now, but you just have to have good internet for that to work. Like reliably really good internet all the time, which most people just don't have.
Sorry to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy. Oh, thanks for the confidence boost, guys. I guess this is what they call a hostile workplace. Show me what you got. Come on, he's one guy. Gotta take those shooters out. I think that's all of them. Come on.
It's better to buy mini PC with Windows than burden this system, I guess. But some old titles are cool to have them. I mean, it's just one of those things that if you have a Mac already that has enough GPU cores, then why not just run these games on it?
Spider-Man, status.
Heading to the upper floors, hoping nobody turns on the elevators.
Let's start a new game so that I can get. I want to see the outside, the web slinging on the outside, because that's a cool bit. Battery life on LOQ will be very low, yeah. What should I buy? Air, M4, or similar price LOQ, no gaming priority? I'm mostly quite satisfied with any game, really. I have a Windows gaming laptop and battery life just browsing the web is like 5 to 6 hours. My M5 Mac is 4 times that. Yeah. Windows gaming laptops suck. I kind of hate them.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Fisk.
M4 Pro is definitely better than the M5.
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
Looks good. I mean, runs well. So this is upscaling from 720p, basically the quality settings, using the Metal FX over DLSS hook.
Captain Watanabe.
Did you take him down yet?
No. We're at Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book.
Come on, Yuri. I've been waiting 8 years for this.
You really want to help? Head to Times Square. Sounds like his guys are
This is
trying
the best
to
I've seen it
find
run on a
that
base
location
chip
of Payne.
for long. This is pretty good performance. It's like PS4 level. Something really satisfying about this web swinging.
Hello?
Parker, where are you? We must run through the demonstration at least once before the grant committee arrives.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon. Promise.
Okay,
Better wrap this up.
Spider-Man working. Tested out some combat. Looks pretty good. Okay, what other good titles can I try? I was thinking of Black Myth Wukong, but that has a big like wind up with the shader compilation. But I might do that anyway. Let me think. Yeah, Black Myth Wukong. It's a biggie. It does have a shader compilation loading bar. Anything else recently released that I haven't already played? Okay, shader compilation will commence. I'll just let that run. I'll be right back. Okay, well, that was quick. Okay, good. Let's go. Ray tracing will be optional on GTA 6. Indiana Jones runs on Mac. That game is RT. It also needs Vulkan, so I don't see Indiana Jones working anytime soon. Oh, I got a phone call. Speaking. Okay, oh, sorry for the delay. God, keep people waiting. Let's just do a little bit of Black Myth Wukong now that this is all done. Sorry, I had a phone call. And then I'm about to go to lunch with my neighbors. So let's run this at a decent graphics setting. You've got DLSS. Let's run this at like 67. That's basically quality mode. And let's put this up like a medium graphics preset. We'll apply this. Okay, and then so yeah, I played this about 3 hours. Good morning. Did you hear about Valve's FEX MU initiative yesterday? Yes, I did. It looks very exciting. I've talked about it a lot on the stream already. I can't wait to do like a properly Valve Steam sanctioned Windows PC games running on Android ARM devices. I can't wait to see it working on this standalone headset. I can't wait to see this proper streaming, proper Wi-Fi 6 streaming, 6 gigahertz streaming to the headset. Much better than what I've got with the Meta Quest 3, which I've been using for a bit. So it's all very exciting stuff. Okay, what's happening here? This should just work out of the box. It's worked fine before. I don't know what other games I can try. I guess Avowed. Spider-Man 2 is still not working. Repo, Bongo Cat. Has this just hung? It'd be a bit disappointing if it just hung after we did all that shaded compilation. Let's just kill it for a second and then try again. I can't wait to try it. I mean, I think I'm going to buy all of the Valve stuff, like all of it. The headset, the Steam machine, and the controller. I'm probably buy off. I'll probably buy 4 controllers because they look so good. I already have the 8BitDo Wireless Ultimate Wireless 2, which is a very good controller. I've got 4 of those for my kind of Windows my PC gaming living room setup, which is I love it. It's such a good controller. It's way better than the Xbox Series controllers. Really good rumble as well. And just the fact that they're roughly the same price, but it's got a proper internal recharging battery. It's got a dock. It's got a 2.4 gigahertz thing. When playing Grid Legends, does accelerating the car cause controller to vibrate? It doesn't work for me. Any racing games support this? I haven't tried Grid Legends with a controller, to be honest, so I don't actually know. It should support Rumble because it supports all of the Let me just check if I've got the settings correct, because I did start this up. I did quit out quickly, so I didn't. So DLSS is not on. I've got medium at 67%. Maybe put it onto low, because what I remember in the past, this doesn't save the graphics settings correctly. Yeah, it doesn't. Like whenever I come up to here, maybe what I'll do is put it onto low. Low at 67%, and I can confirm it here with the new Tahoe thing. It's scaling upwards. This is a very demanding game, like a graphical powerhouse, right? Can't remember how to play this either. Bit of stutter here. I think what I might do is turn the resolution scaling even lower. We'll go to 33%, which is like ultra performance basically. 33% low. So this is 540p upscaling to 1080p. Looks kind of blurry, not gonna lie, but edging close to that 60 FPS mark. Oh, I died. Cool, I only have a rumble for near misses in Grid Legends. Which controller are you using? We're going over that. We're going into that 18 gigabyte limit. Going into swap memory here, you see. It's kind of going into swap memory usage. DualSense is one of the more supported controllers. It actually works pretty well here. We're going at 60-70, even though we're well into this memory pressure at the moment. Where did my guy go? Did he just spawn down here? Died. Have I got a chance to play any racing games? I'm not a racing game fan, I'm afraid. Well, what is this? Giant frog thing? Ugh. I'm making a dent in this guy. Well, some graphical flickering issues here. What is this giant frog thing? It's so weird. It's not doing that much damage to me, actually. Am I going to beat this boss the first time I fight him? Is this a boss? Oh, we did it. I'm back. Nothing new for Inazuma 11. Sorry. Unless you find something. I mean, somebody did write in the Mac Gaming subreddit that it works. So it's a bit of a confusing one. It's a beautiful game, this. Okay, great. So, Black Myth Wukong working. So I think I've covered 15 pretty big games running on the Mac via Windows. So I'll be putting together into a video in the very near future. So anyway, that is my stream for today. I'm going out for lunch with my neighbors. Thank you for watching and supporting the stream and all the super chats and everything. And next up, I'm going to be doing game emulation as well on the Mac. So see you then. Right, going to end the stream now. Bye-bye. See you later.